name is, turn my mic on, how's this on? My name is Randy Bigley. Joining me on the podcast today from Marion OSU is Wayne Rowe. Good morning, Wayne.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm doing well. So a lot of things going on at the campus there in Marion?
Absolutely, absolutely. We are, big change. We just got rid of the mask mandate on campus. Hopefully that's to stay and not, going to come back, but you never know with COVID. So, you don't have to have a mask on any Ohio State campus. There's particular places like the Wexner Medical Center and so forth. And it feels like campus is starting to get closer to back to normal, before the pandemic hit. So we're just working to build a great class for autumn semester. Right now it's trending well, and we had 2 years of declining enrollment, and this will be an increase in enrollment for autumn if the trend holds true. So that's really, really exciting to see.
People getting ready to go back to their normal lives again, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And you had a lot of people because of the job market and trying to fill positions. We did have a percentage of students that said, yeah, I'm going to go out and work while I can, and then I'll come back to school. So, the hope is that they won't forget the hard work they've done at Ohio State-Marion in terms of building a future career, and they'll come back into the education fold and work towards that career. But other than that, things are going, extremely well, and we're watching our different majors bolster. For example, we've talked in the past about the engineering technology major, the newest major on campus. That is a 4-year degree in engineering technology. It's geared towards manufacturing, and it was really requested by manufacturers in the state of Ohio that they need people to, that have a background in engineering and look to be plant managers or, upper management at the manufacturing plants in Ohio, which is one of the biggest sectors of the Ohio economy.
Right.
And that major is through the College of Engineering, top-ranked school in the state of Ohio, one of the top-ranked in the country. And it's only available in Mansfield, Marion, and Lima.
Really?
It's not even available in Columbus. So it's a terrific major. So if people are interested, we just urge them to give us a call, 740-725-6242. That's our enrollment services. Or if there are other majors you're interested in, you and I have talked plenty of times about this. About 50% of our students come in either exploring their major or planning on making a transition to Columbus after 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. But we have a growing number of majors with, biology, business, English, history, psychology, nursing, education, engineering technology, which we mentioned, social work, and so on and so forth. So
you get to enjoy, if you're going into engineering technology, you get to use the fairly new building. It's not very old. It's only a couple years old, right?
Yeah, 2017. It was a huge investment in campus, and it's probably, same with the biology majors. They do most of their classes there, but probably one of the most state-of-the-art advanced buildings on any Ohio State campus.
It's nice. I got to tour that when it opened. So
absolutely.
Been a lot of changes over there, from adding the access road to adding the new building. I mean, there's always something going on, always improvements going on. New lighting, you guys put LED lighting in a few years ago. I mean, so a lot of changes out there, right?
You're so versed on this. I love that. I love it. Yeah, a lot of positive changes, and like I said, COVID has been a little bit of a setback, but I think it's been a setback for everyone, in the country and around the world. And knock on wood, fingers crossed that we're kind of on the downhill slide from that, and it stays that way.
Yeah, I hope so. We need to be.
Absolutely.
Get your lives back going again, right?
Yeah, for sure. There is something new that is happening on campus. We've partnered with Ohio State Mansfield had a program called the Microfarm Project. Are you familiar with that?
I've heard of that, yes.
Basically, the concept behind a microfarm is these are individuals that tend to have an idea that they have a green thumb. They are great with getting things to grow, and they want a second income, and they're willing to work hard to get that to happen, because farmers work hard. So you have these basically portable greenhouses that can be placed, if you have a decent plot of land, on your own plot of land, and they're working with a co-op to form a co-op to get out, talk to local restaurateurs, to grocers, so forth, and get fresh vegetables, really in the local community. because it's those fresh vegetables. I understand that when you transport vegetables, they lose 50% of their nutrients over that long haul, you know, in big box stores and chain stores. And, you know, if you've got a restaurant where, you know, flavor really matters,
right,
and you want to put a high quality product out, that's important. In terms of areas that are food deserts that don't have access to fresh fruits, vegetables, things like that, that's extremely important. So Mansfield's done a great job getting this started. Well, we've expanded it in Marion, and the interest has been phenomenal. We had 130 potential interested micro farmers at our last meeting, and it's become a community project. Marion City Schools is getting involved, where they're going to have their own micro farm there at the school. Again, those 130 people that came to the meeting. And next in May, we'll be having something for the area restaurants and grocers to find out about this project. So it's moved quickly. We've been in process with this for about like the last year and a half, and really meant to be something that Ohio State spearheads, and then we hand off to the community.
Wow, great, man, that's kind of cool.
It is kind of cool, and if you know, if you get a chance to ever tour, it's really set up in Mansfield, and won't be long. We've had I believe we've had a donation of land in Marion. It won't be long until, you know, the microfarm is active and working there, and, you know, just anything, especially Asian vegetables, radishes, potatoes, tomatoes. And again, they hire a marketer, they go out, they meet with the restaurants, and it's really about getting it as close to farm to table as you possibly can.
Sure. That's pretty close again. That's it right there.
Exactly.
Exactly. You have any college visitations coming up?
Yeah, actually we do. We have one coming up on March 25th, and then one in April. Not sure on the date on that, but people can go to go.osu.edu/visit-Marion, and they'll see dates for March, April, and May of this year. And what a great way to take a look at campus. It's definitely different than your mom and pop's Ohio State-Marion campus.
It is.
And, you know, we're talking about, you know, 3,000 students on the entire campus. We're talking about, you know, cutting edge research that undergraduates are taking part in. Matter of fact, we just had a student get published post-undergraduate. It was the work she started as an undergrad with a professor regarding plurals and how people interpret plurals. And it's got a lot of really interesting implications for people that have aphasia from deafness. They have language barriers, and it's talking about how we communicate. Like if I say to you, I've got a plate of, I say I have cookies. If I say I've got cookies, and I hold my hands out really far, it sounds like I've got a lot of cookies, right? But if I don't do that gesturing, so it's about gestures, it's about plurals, again, it's about how you interpret plurals.
Interesting.
Yeah, so, and this got a big grant to increase that research through COSI. They have something called the Language Pod. So our professor, Nicole Patson, and professor on Columbus campus, Dr. Wagner, working together there at the Language Pod, and we'll be able to continue that research thanks to over $400,000 grant from the National Science Foundation.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Wow. Lots of things going on at campus. I assure you, check out. I think you'd be surprised. You came out on campus to see what all is available out there, and there's a lot of activities for students out there.
Students are doing amazing things, and it's from being involved in clubs and organizations to doing trips abroad to doing undergraduate research. You know, and going on to big, great things. You know, working at Google and top level manufacturers, and going out and going right into their master's program with the idea they're going to get their PhD. And you know, it's tough to get into master's programs these days. So students are just doing great things, and it's great to see.
And some private organizations, companies have set up campus living, off-campus living right there by the school too, right?
Absolutely. The annex of Marion is right there. Just I would say a stone's throw if you had like Tom Brady on it from the campus. Not me. Maybe you. I don't know. I don't think I could.
Definitely not me.
But yeah, Tom Brady could throw a ball that far. But it's been really received extremely well, because we're now getting students from across the state of Ohio, not just, you know, Marion, Crawford, Delaware counties, but across the entire state of Ohio, and something we need. And really the next step is we just put the food service on campus called the Marion Cafe.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's where the bookstore used to be. There was a huge remodel of the Albert Student Center, phase 2 happening this summer, by the way.
Okay.
And
see, there's always something going on.
there's always something going on.
There's always improvements going on over there,
Yeah. Well, like I said,
Yeah.
whether you're a prospective student, you know, or you know, a parent or just a community member, we urge you to come out to the campus. Great opportunity coming up soon. What is it? April 14th. We have Helen Welch coming in for 5 nights on campus. She's internationally acclaimed vocalist and performer. Matter of fact, I was just reading her bio this morning and talked about she was on Romper Room. I was like, boy, that's a blast from.
Yes, it is.
That's how she started her career on Romper Room.
Right.
But since then, it's just accolade after accolade
Yeah.
of international performances. So we're excited to have 5 nights on campus starting back up, and then we have a group called Gatlin coming in.
Okay.
The gentleman, it's a duo. The gentleman's actually related to the Gatlin brothers, from how they got their name.
Right, okay.
And then the young lady that's part of the group was a graduate of Marion Harding High School and went on to Ashland and has had a long career in vocal performance. So they'll be coming in May, and then our final performance rescheduled from November, thanks to COVID, unfortunately, but glad to have it back, Bettman and Halpin, which is a return visit. So
nice,
lots of great things happening on campus.
Excellent. If you're interested in going, what do you need to do? How do you get a hold of the campus out there?
Well, 2 things. If you're interested in information on the Microfarm,
Yes.
or you're interested in information on 5 nights, let me just give you some URLs. The Microfarm is go.osu.edu/microfarm.
Okay.
And then the 5 nights is go.osu.edu/5 nights. The spelling 5 nights.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. I mean, yeah, there you go.
It's always exciting, and like I said, you know, we're unfortunately learning to live with COVID, so I really do think that people are going to rediscover the campus after a couple years of lower enrollment, and it's just onward and upward from there.
I think so. I think you're gonna see it go up because people are ready to get back out, I think.
You
Right?
got it.
All right.
You got it.
Wayne, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.